Hello and welcome back to another video. So today we are going to be putting a bit more on the bike. We're very close now. If you're new to the channel and want to see this from the start, you can click the link in the description. But for now, let's carry on moving forward and getting some more bits put on the bike. So as you can see here, this isn't too bad. Obviously the bike had an initial wash, but there's a bit of rust on the corner there where it's been rubbing on the tank. So yeah, I'm going to get these looking back to how they should be. So I'm not going to put the two bolts in for now. I'm going to leave that loose because I need to tape up around here, paint where this has been rubbing. Also, I'm going to be giving all of this bodywork a good polish. So for now, it's ready to go. I've got the bolts, but I'm just going to leave it loose like that. So for this rear section, I have both the pillion seat and I've also got the seat cowl as well that goes on. So I'm going to use this. There's a few bits I need to try and repair, give it a good clean, and then we'll go with this. First of all, I'm going to give this a quick clean. So that's actually come up pretty good. So you can see on here that's been rubbing on the back of the rear fairing. When these are supplied new, they actually come with some foam tape that you put around the rear fairing. So I'm going to put some of that round to stop any of this rubbing. I think once this is on, you won't see that anyway. Looking pretty good. The only thing I've got is a little bit of damage on this sticker, which I'm going to try and heat up and see if I can touch up. If not, I could either remove the sticker fully or try and replace the sticker. So you can see on here where that's been rubbing before. So you should actually put tape here. I think there's 5 pieces in total, 1 at the end and then 2 either side. So I've actually got some tape here, some foam tape, which is the same size as when it's supplied. So I've done it so it will fit in the gap, it will cover up that mark, but also you shouldn't be able to see it once the rear seat cowl is on. So I've actually cut that long enough so it covers the paint there that's worn away, and then I'll cut 5 of those and put them all around.
So now with those pieces of foam in there, you can see it's just enough, so it's not gonna rattle, it's not gonna rub. You can only just make out the bits of foam. So I think that is pretty good. So yeah, I'm happy with that. Just need to try and do something with this sticker here. Then the whole fairing needs to be polished. But that's looking pretty nice. So that is the fairings washed and dry. I'm just waiting for some stickers to turn up to replace this bottom sticker because of the scratches. That one's not so bad. However, this one, it's got a lot of scratches on the bottom here. So those two stickers are getting replaced. So while I'm waiting, I've got a few finishing touches to do. I've now put some primer on these 2 points. I was going to take this whole bit off, but you can't see any of it when the seat is on. So I'm happy just to, I've got some primer on there now, and then I'm going to put some gloss white on. And the same here, I've touched a few little bits up where it was chipped. So it's looking pretty good. So over here I've got the front infill pieces clean and ready to go, and I've got the black screen. I'm going to be replacing that, but for now I'm going to put that one on because the one I've ordered is going to be a couple of weeks. For now I want to just work on these couple of bits. So this is the fuel tank stay. As you can see, it's very rusty. So I'm going to sand that down and spray that. And then these are the heel guards. As you can see, there's a lot of scratches on there. And the same on that one. So with these, I'm going to sand these down until they're completely smooth, and then I'll see whether I polish that or spray it silver. I'll see how it comes out once I've got it smooth. So that is those sprayed silver. As you can see, look pretty good. And this I've sprayed black. Once that's fully dry, fully set, I'm going to swap it around and then just spray this end. But as you can see, that is looking back how it should do. While I'm waiting for these to fully harden, I'm going to now fit the front screen. So I'm now going to fit the screen. I'm just going to give this a quick polish. There's a lot of scratches on it, as you can see. I have ordered a clear one, so it's going back to how it should be, but that's going to be a couple of weeks. So I want to get the bike done and MOT'd, so I'm going to fit this one on for now. I'm just going to give it a bit of a clean. Also, the fixings holding the screen in, they were a few different sizes and shapes. So one had a nut because it didn't have the rubber insert. So I bought one of these kits so I could replace one of the inserts, and I'm going to use these new fixings with the little nylon washers underneath. So give that a quick polish and then I can fit it to the bike. So I'm not trying to get that perfect, but just better than it was. So once that's on the bike, I'm going to give it a bit more of a clean, but that's, anyway, it's better than it was. So the next thing I'll put on the bike is this front support. I'll put a picture up of how this looked before, but that's now been powder coated. So I just need to fit these bungs on it, the rubber bits, and then I can fit this. So that's now got the rubber bits added to it. And then this literally just bolts in. Like so. So now that's tight on both of these bolts. These are then clamped in with the mirrors. Again, I'm waiting for the mirrors and the screen. So that is now the front screen fitted and the front fairing stay. So that all looks pretty good. Like I said, this is getting replaced with a clear one. There's quite a few scratches, and if you can pick it up on camera. But yeah, it's not great, but looks okay on the bike, I suppose. And I'm just waiting on the mirrors, so hopefully mirrors will be next.
So if you're still here, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you next week where we will be finishing the bike.